from his studios in New York, it's time for Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets life. Here's your host, Dan Tortora.
Welcome here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on WakeUpCallDT.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on MixLR.com/WakeUpCallDT. Proud to be here with you every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time right here on MixLR.com/WakeUpCallDT, and of course WakeUpCallDT.com's home page. Hope you're having yourselves a great Friday. TGIF, baby. I'm very excited about that. The weekend is here. My week was all thrown off, so I thought that Tuesday was Friday. So now that it's actually Friday, I'm like, all right, cool. Now I can enjoy this and have some fun with it and know that it's actually Friday. So happy Friday to everybody that's out there today, and happy listening to the show. We got a great show coming up for you this morning. Got some really cool things, doing something for the first time ever on the show. I love when we get to do our firsts. So it's going to be fun today to do some of that stuff. We have the annoying moment of the week, as we always do to start off the broadcasts every Friday. We start off with the annoying moment of the week. It's officially the 10th year of working with Carvel DeWitt. I feel very honored and very privileged to do so. And working with Carvel DeWitt, Jay Cartini, and the entire team over there, we do the annoying moment of the week every Friday, and I'm very excited to get that happen for you. Our first annoying moment of the week of the great year 2019. So we're going to get into that in just a moment, and thank you to Carvel for believing in us and being with us for now a decade of time. I can't believe it's been 10 years already. Can't. It's amazing. So thank you to Carvel DeWitt for that, and also and Carvel Ice Cream in general, the company in general. I want to thank them as well. And then at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we will be joined by Jason Lucas for a conversation on UCF, and we're going to have a very, very, very deep conversation about what's going on with UCF, so we'll get into that in just a little bit here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time in the segment Significant Soundbites. We'll be talking with Jason Lucas, who's been on both sides of the spectrum as somebody in the PR for an organization, as well as somebody who has been on the media side of things and is currently on the media side of things. So he's been in the organization from the inside out, and then he's been on the outside looking in as far as the media, so to speak. So he's been on both ends of the spectrum, which I think is awesome. And I definitely want to take the time to speak with him on a lot of the things that have been going on. So very excited about this, very excited about the opportunity that we have coming up here with Jason Lucas in just a little bit on UCF. And then from there, in the second hour of the show, we'll be on live video from inside the studio with Jimmy Roberts. Jimmy Roberts, who has been helping out Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, has been helping me out with trivia as well at the Press Room Pub every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Coming up this Tuesday, we return to the Press Room Pub following the holiday season. On January 8th, we'll be there at 7 o'clock, so come out and see us. But Jimmy's been helping me with that. He's also a good friend of mine, and he's one of our resident Jacksonville Jaguars fans, and he's going to be joining me, and I'm very excited for the opportunity to have him for the first time ever in studio with us, and we'll be doing live audio and live video and having a great conversation coming up here starting at 10 a.m. and taking us all the way through to the end of the show around 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So I'm ecstatic about that. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things, including but not limited to our conversation being about a lot of different subjects, and like I said, it could go anywhere, but we are going to be covering the Jacksonville Jaguars, the thoughts on the coaching vacancies that are out there, the upcoming NFL playoffs, Syracuse football, college football in general. So a lot of different things Jimmy and I will be talking about as we get set for our live video on Facebook.com/LiveNowDT and live audio on MixLR.com/WakeUpCallDT. So plenty coming up on today's broadcast. It's going to all start off, as it always does on a Friday, like I said, with the annoying moment of the week. So let's get into it.
Dan Tortora proudly brings you...
Is that for real? Are you kidding me?
The annoying moment of the week.
I really, honestly, I don't know how to respond to this.
Presented by Carvel DeWitt, 4322 East Genesee Street. It's what happy tastes like.
Do you have to be that crazy? I guess so. The annoying moment of the week, proudly brought to you by Carvel DeWitt, 4322 East Genesee Street in DeWitt, New York. It is what happy tastes like, and it is the home of the Wake Up Call Sundae, chocolate, vanilla, or a twist, topped off with cookie dough pieces and caramel swirl, my two signature parts of what makes my Sunday the Wake Up Call Sundae. You can go out and get it exclusively at Carvel DeWitt on 4322 East Genesee Street in DeWitt, New York. The annoying moment of the week, the first annoying moment of the week of 2019, is kind of multi-layered. And that annoying moment of the week is when you do for yourself and it gets you in trouble. When you do what's right for you and people get offended by it. You know, I'm one of those people that likes to help out everybody. I like to be there. I like to do what I can, whenever I can, however I can. And what that does sometimes is it creates the mentality that, you know, you're always going to do for everybody else and you're not going to take any time for yourself. And that's not the way that it should come across. It's not the way that it should be, but it's sometimes how things happen. And for me, you know, I've taken the time over the last couple of years to really think about myself and what do I want and how do, you know, I get healthier? How do I get better? How do I, you know, instill in myself something that's positive? And what it's essentially done at times is it's created a rift, and people have gotten upset with me wanting to do for me, or I'm considered selfish, or I'm considered wrong for what I'm doing. And, you know, so for those of you out there that are helpers, that are assisters, that are, you know, always constantly trying to make sure that everybody else is okay, I want to let you know that that it's okay for you to say, this time is for me, this moment is for me, this opportunity is for me. Because when we don't do that, when we don't take the time to help ourselves out, we're doomed to, you know, kind of be in this limbo of helping everybody else, but feeling like we haven't helped ourselves. And I don't ever want you to be in a position where you haven't helped yourself and you haven't done right by yourself. So the annoying moment of the week is that, you know, we get into a position sometimes where we aren't taking care of ourselves. We're taking care of the world. You know, we feel the weight of the world on our shoulders, but we're not doing anything to make sure that we're doing right by us and that we're taking care of us. So you have to take the time for yourself. You have to do right by yourself. You have to be good to yourself. And you have to know that, you know, life is about not just being good to other people, but it's about being good to you. It's about taking care of you. And, you know, it's the annoying moment of the week because it's the realization of, you know, when you do try to help and you do try to be there and you do try to do this, that, and the other, sometimes it bothers other people when you are so giving of your time that when you want to give some of that time back to yourself, you're answering questions of, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? What's going on? Why is it going on? So, you know, the reality of it all is take some time for yourself. Take time to relax. Take time to kind of, you know, self-reflect this season. And as you step into a new year, you know, it is that time to self-reflect. It's that time to look at what's going on. It's that time to see what you need to do to be healthy. And to really get a feel for what you want out of your life and, you know, what you feel that you should be going after and what you feel that you should be doing. because, if you're not taking care of yourself, who is? And in 2019, as we start a new year, the time for you is now to take care of yourself, and you can't wait on stuff like that. You can't wait on taking care of yourself. You can't wait on doing right by yourself, doing good for yourself. Those aren't things that you could kind of put off and go, you know what, I'll take care of that at some point. So, the annoying moment of the week is to don't forget about you. Don't forget about your desires, your wants, your hopes, your dreams. Don't forget about you. Don't lose you in the shuffle of helping everybody else. Because it's easy to do, and I've done it 1,000 times. But it's okay to go see a movie. It's okay to take a nap in the middle of the day. It's okay to take a walk. It's okay to go look at nature. It's okay to take a hike. It's okay to go, treat yourself to lunch. It's okay to go travel and take a mini vacation. It's okay to do the things that you want to do to help yourself. I work, sometimes it feels like every single second of my life. And I love what I do, so I do it. But it is okay. It is okay to take a break. It's okay to say, I need some time for me. It's okay to do that. So don't step into this new year feeling like you have to do for everybody else, but not for yourself. Don't step into this new year feeling like you can't spend time taking care of you. Because if you don't take care of you, who's going to do it? If you don't right your ship, who's going to right your ship? So remember that you matter, you count, and don't wait for somebody to give you attention or somebody to love you or somebody to be there. Be there for yourself. Be there for yourself. Take care of yourself. Do right by yourself. Be good to yourself. And don't waste a moment. This new year has started off with people in the hospital and some people have passed away. Life goes on. Life continues to move. So you can't waste it. You can't waste the precious moments that we have. The moments that we have to enjoy. Another annoying moment of the week for this week is when you run out of rigot pie. Now, I've made two, but if you've never had rigot pie, some people call it ricotta, but if you've ever had rigot pie, it's like the greatest creation in the world. Now, rigot pie is not cheesecake, and it looks like cheesecake, but it's not your traditional cheesecake. It's not, it's rigot pie. Nothing tastes like rigot pie. When somebody says describe rigot pie, it's rigot pie. It's not like, oh, did you know cherries? Well, kind of, no. It tastes like rigot pie. That's what it tastes like. My Gammy Miller made it, and she made it for the holidays. She made it for Christmas. So I made it for Christmas Eve, like she did, for my dad and I, and then shared that with some people. And then I decided to make it for New Year's Eve because I wanted more, and I wanted to share it with some more people. So that's what I did. And now it's dwindling down, and it's sad because you want to eat it before you have to throw it out, but then you don't want to eat it. And are we not in that conundrum of something like, when you buy something you really, really like and you want to eat it, but then when you eat it, it's gone? Like, it's like when you buy something on vacation, right? You go down to Disney World, you get like your favorite Rice Krispie treat, and you're like, I'm not going to eat it right now because I don't want to miss that. But then you have to eat it because then it grows legs. So you got to eat it. And rigot pie this morning, obviously, I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding that I don't want the rigot pie to go away. I can always make another one, but it's one of those things where, it's just such a delicacy that I love it so much. So, make sure that make sure that you don't forget to eat the stuff, because I made some good calamari to some people. I made some good calamari with my dad for Christmas Eve, and I had to throw it all out. I had like a pound of it that I had to throw out. So make sure you eat your leftovers and don't waste your leftovers. I am notorious for not eating leftovers, so I've tried my best to start eating them, and I've done a better job at eating them. So just make sure that you don't waste them. Don't waste them. Don't waste your leftovers out there. The Annoying Moment of the Week, proudly brought to you by Carvel DeWitt. Starting with, don't forget about yourself. And most recently, this scoop being with, don't forget to eat your rigot pie and to make your rigot pie. And my third and final Annoying Moment of the Week is to spend your time wisely. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. It's annoying to me to waste time. Because, when you're a little kid and you're growing up, you feel like I got all the time in the world. I got time to do whatever I want. Then you get into your first relationship, and when things are toxic, you just keep spending time and time and time and time because you feel like you have to, and you feel like that's the way it has to go. And then you get to a point when you get older, and you say to yourself, time is precious. Time is meaningful, and your moments are meaningful. So, spend your time wisely. Go see the movie you want to see. Go on vacation. Go travel overseas after talking about it for 5, 6, 10 years. Do what you can do to make it all happen. Believe it can. Work toward it. Get it done. And don't forget to play while you work. There's so many people that say, I'm going to work for 50 years and then I'll play when I'm 70. I'm going to work for 60 years and play when I'm 80. Play now. My job is my work and also my play. And I feel like when you are, and I talked to another business owner about this yesterday, when you're a business owner, people think that you don't do anything, right? People think that it's easy because you own your own business. You're your own boss. You could do whatever you want. But they don't get the fact that you're 100% responsible for the money that you're bringing in. There is nobody else to give you money. There's no Christmas bonus unless you give it to yourself. You give yourself your breaks. You give yourself your vacation time. You give yourself your schedule. You do all of this on your own, and it is on you 150%. So they think you got to work, and then, but that's, see, and this is the catch-22 about it. They think that you don't work because you own your own business and you got nobody telling you have to work. And then you work like crazy, and then they tell you to take a break. And then when you take a break, everybody's like, why aren't you working? What are you doing? I thought you owned your own business. Aren't you supposed to? So, it's, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a broadcaster. It doesn't matter if you're a restaurant owner. It doesn't matter if you're a car dealership owner. There's this air of, wow, life must be easy for you because you're your own boss. And then you can never take a break because I'm going to judge you for every time that I see you in the back room eating a sandwich. Take a break. Do what you want to do. Live the life that you want to live. Live as if you were going to die in 24 hours. Don't waste the time that you have. Because I'm not in the business of wasting time. I'm not in the business of desiring to waste any time. I want to take the most of the time that I got. I want to milk it for all the, every moment that I have on this earth, I want to spend it wisely. Or else, what are we doing? What are we doing with our time when we're not spending our time wisely? So, if you're like me and you own your own business, if you're like me and you find it hard to take a break, if you're like me and you feel guilty when you're doing something for yourself, stop. Stop feeling guilty. Spend time on you. Do what's good for you. Do what's right for you. Don't wait for the day that you think that you might, could possibly, would have, should have. Do it now. Life is going to throw you curveballs. Life is going to give you stuff that you want, and it's going to give you stuff that you don't want. Or that you think you don't want. Or that you think you shouldn't have. Or that you think you should have that you shouldn't have. Don't overcomplicate it. Do your best, work your hardest, and play your hardest too. Every day. I want you to work hard and play hard every day. I don't want you to work hard Monday through Friday and play hard on Saturday and Sunday. Work hard, play hard every day. Every day. That doesn't mean go out and get drunk and get stupid. That's not what I'm saying. It means go out and play. Go out and have fun. Take your dog for a walk. Play basketball. Sing. Dance. Go visit an old friend. Call up your mom. Go to dinner with your dad. Go see the movie that you've been wanting to see for 3 weeks. Go sit in silence on the top of a mountain. Go to your happy place. Go to the place where you feel safe. Talk to God. Pray. Meditate. Deep breathe. Watch your favorite show. Binge. Catch up. Talk to your relative that passed away through prayer or just by speaking out loud. Live your life to the fullest. Give it all you got. And don't live with any regrets. The annoying moment of the week, probably brought to you by Carvel DeWitt, really has a centralized message. Live for yourself. And not everybody else. Live for you. Live for you. Help other people. Be there for other people. But don't stop living for you. Don't stop helping you. Because who's gonna if you don't? And if you're the person that helps everybody, but you don't help yourself, you're not going to be here to help them. So the irony of it all is, if you don't do right by you while doing right by everybody else, then you're not going to be here to help everybody that you're trying to do right by. And you don't owe anybody any explanations. Believing in what you believe in, caring about what you care about, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you don't owe anybody any explanations. You don't. If they don't understand your life and how you live it, too bad. If they don't get why you do what you do or how you do what you do, doesn't matter. You don't owe anybody any explanation if you're not hurting anybody. If you're not out there doing drugs and killing people or attacking people or sexually abusing people or this, that, verbally abuse. If you're not doing bad things, you don't have to describe it to anybody. If they don't get it, they don't have to get it. You don't have to describe it to them. You don't have to tell them why. Don't be that person. Don't catch yourself in that you're telling everybody everything about your life because you feel like that you owe them an explanation. You don't owe anybody an explanation. Live your life. You don't owe anybody anything. You don't have to tell anybody anything. You don't have to defend this or defend that. You just be yourself. That's all you have to do is be yourself. We get caught up in this world and how crazy that it is, but we don't take the time to just take care of who we are and what we're about and what we care about and what matters to us. Just be yourself. There's no apology needed. There's no apology needed. You just be yourself. That's it. That's the reality of it all. As we get caught up in what we have to be and what we have to do and how we have to do it and what we need to say and how we need to say it and how do we describe it and how do we this, when the actuality is you just have to show up. You just got to show up and you got to give it your all. You don't have to describe anything to anybody. Just be who you are and be proud of who you are and who that is. And if you're not proud of who you are, then work to get better. If you desire more in life, then go get it. It's no one else's job to go get the stuff you want in your life. It is your job if you want it. And it's no one else's job to live your life for you. And it's not your job to live your life for them. You can love your kids and love your wife and love your husband and love your parents and love your brothers and love your sisters and love your friends and love your this and love your that and love your animals. But you have to love yourself. So, 2019, those annoying moments when we catch ourselves saying, why did I tell somebody all that? Why did I defend myself? Why am I always on the defensive? Why am I always trying to prove myself to everybody? Stop doing it. Stop doing it. If Feel that breath. Feel that weight coming off your shoulders. The weight of the world. Because you don't have to tell the world anything. You just have to be yourself. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? You just have to be you. That's all you got to do. It's all you have to do. And then you get to go on your merry way and live your life to the best of your ability. That's all you got to do. So today and always remember that life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be exciting and fun. Don't waste it on anything or anybody. Give it your all. Give it your best shot. And stop defending yourself. And start living. And know that Carvel DeWitt's always there to make memories. When you just want to go get a sundae. When you want to take your grandma. When you want to take your friends. Head out to Carvel DeWitt and make a memory today. 4322 East Genesee Street in DeWitt, New York. The home of the Wake Up Call Sundae. Chocolate, vanilla, or a twist, topped off with my signature cookie dough pieces and caramel swirl. The Wake Up Call Sundae is always available at, exclusively, Carvel DeWitt. 4322 East Genesee Street in DeWitt, New York. I have 2 Carvel ice cream cakes from the 2 parties that I had in my fridge. I'm about to get me some. And if you've never had ice cream cake in the morning, I think you're crazy. So I have some ice cream cake in the morning. Thank you to Carvel DeWitt for the annoying moment of the week. Always spinning back to a positive, which today was to take care of you and to not forget about you. We'll take a step aside here for a fast break. When we come back, the man they call Jason Lucas, who has been very connected to the sports world from inside of organizations as well as a media member for years. It's how we met each other, and we're continuing this conversation. I've always appreciated having some time with Jay, and he'll be with me talking about UCF, something I'm very passionate about, as is he, coming up right after this in the segment Significant Soundbites here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora.
This is a Wake Up Call Fast Break.
Carvel DeWitt, it's what happy tastes like. Do you know why? Because we make ice cream. Creamy, rich, flavorful ice cream. Not yogurt or ice milk like some of our competitors. Ice cream. Fresh, by hand, daily. For the calorie conscious, we have something new for you. Our new Carvelite. Same great flavor, creaminess, and texture of our regular ice cream with only 35 calories an ounce. So whether you want an ice cream cake, flying saucer, dasher, carvelange, hard or soft ice cream, we will satisfy your craving with our fresh, handmade regular or new Carvelite ice cream. Carvel DeWitt. It's what happy tastes like.
Clothing that will change with you without you having to change. DrySigLady.com, DREISSIG Lady.com. With the Bamboo line Relax Fit clothing as well as the Athletic Fit clothing, DrySigLady.com is fit for any woman, any time of the day, anywhere. Whatever you're doing, whatever your day commands of you, command yourself to feel comfortable in Drysig Lady Apparel. DREISSIG Lady.com. For all the women out there, feel good in what you're wearing. And don't feel like you have to constantly change throughout the day. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom, a business owner, going for a jog, going for a meeting, or just relaxing at home, DrySigLady.com is the right fit for you. DREISSIG Lady.com.
Breaking news. The Press Room Pub, located on 220 Harold Place in historic Harold Square in downtown Syracuse, is where entertainment and sports become one. Trivia is every Tuesday at 7 p.m. with host Dan Tortora. Sports are always on from every angle at the Press Room Pub. The main floor features a full bar and restaurant with 2 private party rooms featuring games, a colossal television, and more. So head out for lunch, dinner, or a drink and plan your parties with the Press Room Pub, 220 Harold Place in downtown Syracuse. Call 315-569-4345 for more information. The Press Room awaits you.
Thanks for listening in to this edition of the Annoying Moment of the Week, which airs live every Friday on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. The Annoying Moment of the Week is proudly in its 10th year, provided to you by Carvel DeWitt, 4322 East Genesee Street in DeWitt, New York. And no matter what annoying moment you might have during your week, know that you can always find a happy moment at Carvel DeWitt, the home of the Wake Up Call Sundae, chocolate, vanilla, or a twist, topped off with cookie dough pieces and caramel swirl. It's also the home of your dashers, as well as your flying saucers, and of course, those Carvel ice cream cakes that have no substitute. Head out to Carvel now, 4322 East Genesee Street in DeWitt, New York, and listen in to the Annoying Moment of the Week every Friday exclusively on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt, and also on the homepage of wakeupcalldt.com.